Okay, so hi again, guys, and welcome to Unicorn Battle MENA. As usual, my name is Lena Evtushenko. I'm head of Unicorn Battle Asia. Also, let me introduce my beautiful colleague, Anna Fedorova. Anna is CEO of Unicorn.Events. Anna, the stage is yours.
Hi, Lena. Oh,
Hi.
do you hear me fine?
Yeah, we hear you.
Because I hear myself repeating twice, please mute everyone so I can be heard, okay? Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be at the Unicorn.Events MENA. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You are at the Unicorn.Events, the largest world startup pitch competition. This season, we are doing geography-focused battles. We are here today for the Middle East and African startups who will be pitching live to our great official judges, expert board, and as well as audience worldwide. We are live and broadcasting to the whole world. Please share the links with your communities so everyone can see online. Links are in our chat. Our events are happening thanks to our sponsors. We greatly appreciate our platinum sponsor, Network VC, the management company of our global ecosystem and main center of our venture activities. Please check out the link. Our golden sponsor, Silicon Valley Syndicate Club. If you want to invest into the startups that win our unicorn battles, together with our VCs and business angels, scan this QR code or go to our event page and join us to participate in great deals. Our silver sponsor, Startup Inc., an investor onboarding and management platform to get an access to the exclusive deals worldwide. And a special announcement regarding our network VC. We have been friends for ages, and you know that most of our company of Unicorn.Events come from Ukraine, and we need your support right now to support talented people who are right now in devastated circumstances because of the war of the Russia invading Ukraine. Network VC, our management company, had created a special fund to invest into Ukrainian startups. Please follow the link to become a part of this great opportunity and provide your support. Thank you very, very much for supporting Ukrainians. Every Thursday, we had been on air, and can you believe only 2 events left before the World Finals, this event and the next one, that will be next week. The winner of today's online Unicorn Battle will participate in the Unicorn Cup Finals, which is only 2 weeks away. It will be a great happening with VCs, prominent startups from all over the world. So please mark the date in your calendar and make sure you have an invitation. I'll see all of you there. Unicorn.Events is an open competition where successful startups pitch for private investors and venture funds. We are the world's largest startup pitch competition by geography and the number of the events held. We shed a light on the best startups since 2009 and do our events on a regular basis all over the world online. Join us to see the best solutions and meet great personalities. Because at our events, startups meet famous investors and business angels directly. We do really great job by selecting really prominent startups and inviting really active investors. Look at our statistics. Startups can apply at the event page. Just go to our site and check the region you are from and industry you are from, and we will be looking forward to seeing you next season. One of our unfair advantages is a great network of our partners that do unicorn pitches with us. That is state, country, or city pitch event for local startups to give them better chances to meet top VCs from all over the world. So if you lead a startup or VC community and we haven't been introduced yet, please contact me directly and we'll chat about it together. Let's do business together. We would like to explore synergies, and we would welcome you to join our partners network that amounted last year 1 million users worldwide. So once again, welcome to the Unicorn Battle for Middle East and African startups, and I'm honored to introduce you to Lena and Kate, who are our hostess for today. Hello, girls, again.
Hello,
and what do you have
Anna.
for us?
Hi, hello, Anna, hello again.
Hi.
Yeah, and now it's time to represent our partners who help us with our event. Kate, do it, please.
Hey, it's my pleasure to express our gratitude to all partners of today's event. You can see all of them at the next slide. And also at our landing page, I really advise you to check their websites to find even more options for profitable deals and possible fundraising. Together, I am sure that we can do much more for you and for the whole ecosystem of startups worldwide. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate. And now, as usually, we have special category of judges. It's official judges, and Anna will introduce them. Anna?
Yes, Lena, my pleasure. I would like to remind you that we have 40 categories of judges that will influence who will be the winner of today's event. Official judges who represent not only VC accelerator or some corporation, but also some community, country or region. And we are welcoming today a wonderful Walid Al-Bashir, who is representing United Arab Emirates. Walid is a managing partner at Unicorn Ventures. Hello, Walid.
Hi, Anna. How are you? Glad to be here with you.
Glad to have you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. My name is Walid Bashir. I'm a managing partner of Unicorn Venture. Unicorn Venture is a pre-seed venture studio fund targeting MENA and Sub-Saharan Africa as well. And we invest in pre-seed and logistic mobility industry for Web3 startups. And we wish all the participants today good pitches and interesting topics.
Wonderful. Welcome, Walid. Yes, dear judges, I would like to remind you, so please mark out what category of startups do you invest in, what is your sweet spot, or are you geography agnostic or not, and introduce yourself any way you would like to. And I would like to proceed and welcome Jan Zida, who is representing Ghana today. Jan is operating partner at Chanzo Capital. Hello, Jan.
Hello, Anna. Thanks for having us on this startup battle. We're really glad to participate. My name, of course, is Ian, as you mentioned, Ian Zida, and I'm situated out of Ghana. Chanzo Capital is a growth capital company, and we're based in Ghana, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Kenya, and then South Africa. We typically invest between $500,000 to $5 million, and this is in the growth stage of a company's life. We typically look at tech investments in the e-commerce area, health sector, clean tech, agri-tech, and then ed tech. We've got about 12 companies in our present fund so far, and it's likely that we'll be raising a fund in the near future. Thanks for having us.
Wonderful to have you. Hello, Jan, again. And please welcome Tal Katran, great friend of ours from Israel and representing this country today. Tal is Startups and Accelerators Guru. Hello, Tal.
Hey, Anna. Hey, everyone. Glad to be here again and again and again. I don't know if it's because I have too much free time or I just like the competition. Definitely looking forward to see the startup that will join. Myself, well, my luck takes me all over the world, almost every week to another country to help and promote startup ecosystems, help them with investments, help them with reach to the market, opening international channels. definitely looking to talk also to the panelists, to the official judges and everyone here on board. So I wish everyone good luck and looking forward to see you. Bye.
So great to have you with us, Tal. Yes, official judges, thank you, Tal, for reminding that I will talk to you before we close the voting, well, before we announce the voting, after we close the voting, and you will tell me who are your favorites. So please make remarks and we will have a little chat after the end of the official part. And we are going on. Please welcome official judge representing Bahrain, Narayananth, Ganapathy, representing this wonderful country. Narayanan is a CEO at NG West Ventures. Hello.
Hello, Anna, and very, very good to see the Unicorn Battle team, and thanks for having me in this competition. It's my name is not the easiest to pronounce, so you can call me Narayan. That's, I think, was what most people call me. So yes, at NG West Ventures, we've invested in startups across various sectors, including fintech, edtech, AI, e-commerce. We've invested in 7 companies so far. But AGVS is also now fully invested in another platform that we've created in Bahrain and in the UAE. It's an equity crowdfunding platform that leverages blockchain to tokenize issuances by startups. So we help startups raise money through our platform. So very excited to be here because I do see the 10 startups across, cutting across various sectors, including logistics, fintech, entertainment. So very excited to hear the pitches and to see what happens at the end of this event. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Looking forward to the end also. It's always very funny part. And please welcome Uwemak, who is representing Nigeria today. Uwem is a venture partner at the fund operations at Ingressive Capital. Hello, Uwem.
Hi, everyone. I'm really excited to be here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever your time zone is. I'm VP of Operations at Ingressive Capital, and we're Fund 1 and Fund 2 that have invested in over 30 companies across Africa, from Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, and we're also considering deals in the northern parts of Africa now. We're mainly focused on pre-seed and seed stage deals, and we're sector agnostic, which means that we're just looking for companies that are heavily building or leveraging on technology to scale and create value. Really excited to be here and interested in all the pitches that we're going to be hearing today. Thank you.
Thank you, Uwem, for coming. And please welcome Seljuk Ergin, representing great country of Turkey. Seljuk is a managing partner at Boza Ventures. Hello, Seljuk.
Hello, Anna. Great to see you again. Thank you for inviting me. Glad to be here. I'm Seljuk Ergin from Boza as a partner with a Dutch-based company, but I am living in Turkey. Also, I am work as a board member for some companies and the mentoring for startups. We focus on game, Web3, deep tech, edtech, cybersecurity, and the SaaS startups. We sector agnostic, and good luck to all. Thank you.
Thank you, Seljuk. Enjoy the event. Liana, back to you. Please introduce us to the other category of judges.
It's a pleasure, Anna. So before we will start the pitch competition, please greet our honored judges who volunteered the valuable time to our event today. Dear judges, please introduce yourselves and funds you represent shortly for 1 minute, pointing out industry, check size, state, and geography location of startups you invest in. So who would like to be the first one? Please raise your hand. Press the button, raise hand, and ladies first, Dalal. Yes, please.
Yeah, Salam alaikum. Hi, everyone. It's really great to be here. So my name is Dalal Ghawals from Big Idea Ventures. We have offices in New York, Singapore, as well as Paris. We are food tech investors specializing in alternative proteins. So our fund is a $50 million fund called the New Protein Fund. Our ticket sizes range from 200,000 up to $3 million US. And to date, we have over 80 companies in our portfolio, spanning companies worldwide. So yeah, please get in touch if you're looking for early stage investors. And yeah, very happy to be here, and all the best of luck to everyone.
Thank you very much. Very beautiful hair. Thank you. So, Ali?
Hello everyone.
Yeah.
My name is Ali Fidwi. It's good to be here. This is my third event and I've always had a good time. I represent Reflex Capital. We are an Indian venture capital fund. We invest in technology companies. So to that extent, tech acts as a horizontal, and then by verticals, we are agnostic. In terms of our check size, we start off with about $100,000 at the lower end, and at the upper end, we can go up to about $2 million. And therefore, we straddle between angel seed right up to pre-series A. In terms of our fund size, we are a 10 million corpus. We've invested in about 25 odd companies, and most of these, like I said, is in the tech space. And by verticals, we have exposure to fintech, there's consumer tech, there's a bit of industrial IoT, and a bit of education as well. So look forward to this event, and look forward to some good connections as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bhargav?
Hello everybody. My name is Bhargav Prajapati. I'm from the India, and I have been running the startup studio called the InnoSpa Startup Solutions, and it is one-stop shop for all startup needs. It is including the mentoring, funding, and software development needs as well. So in case anybody or any startup is looking for the software development services, funding, as well as mentoring, feel free to reach out. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Naka? Yes, please.
Yep. Hi, everyone. This is Naka from Japan. I'm a CEO of Impact Innovation Japan. I'm a social entrepreneur as well as impact investor. We are focusing on the area of water, food, agriculture, energy, and digital twins. And check size as a business angel is 50 to 100K. And also I'm helping a few VCs with deal sourcing, focusing on climate tech and clean tech. And ticket size is 500K to 2 million US dollar. We're looking forward to working with you today. Thank you. Let's enjoy.
Thank you very much and welcome, Daniel.
Yeah. Hi, so I'm Daniel. I'm a portfolio manager at Our, which is Israel's largest venture capital investor. We have about 350 companies in the portfolio. We invest across all sectors, mostly stages post-seed, so pre-IPO, and we invest globally.
Thank you very much. Welcome. Anybody else, guys? Vikrant?
Hi, good afternoon. This is Vikrant Varshni, Managing Partner for Succeed Innovation Fund, an early stage fund from India. I'm on page 1 in case, yeah, that's where we are. So have been investing in early stage categories, 6 vertical sectors, technology being common. We look for those problem statement where the TAM is pretty large. So, solutions which would help large segment of customers. We partner with large tech incubators in a part of the journey so that the solutions can also evolve and is scalable. We have around 65 odd companies in a portfolio so far, and many of them doing good. And we continue to work with the Unicorn team to really help and grow the market.
Thank you very much. Great to have you with us today. So guys, anybody else?
May I go?
Yes, please, Mel.
Hi. So I'm Mel Rosa. I can hear myself like 3 times.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm Mel Rosa. I am from Israel. This is not updated here in this slide. I made a career move a few months ago. I am the CEO of the Innovation Center of Schneider Children's Medical Center. This is the only pediatric hospital in Israel and the largest pediatric hospital in MENA region. And we are always looking for collaborations for co-development or anything tech related in the healthcare area. So we're talking pharma, medical devices, and digital technologies as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Welcome. John. Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you, Nina and Anna and everyone for inviting me. My name is Crazy John from Japan. I'm representing Moriwaka Medical. It's a family legacy for 50 years. We are a medical device company. And I'm also represent Silicon Valley Ventures. It's been 7 years. We are supporting CVCs, VCs, angel investors, of course, large corporations for open innovation with people like you for next unicorns. So I'm a connector, bringing exponential technologies such as deep tech, med tech, climate tech, clean tech, food tech, whatever great and crazy technologies with ideas. We love to collaborate. I'm also finding Startup Grind Nagoya, SWAT Startup Grind Fukuoka. We brought it from Silicon Valley. So today I'm very, very happy because I just finished dinner. It's 8 p.m. in Japan. Usually unicorn battles and caps sometimes midnight of Japan time. But best luck to all of you. Even you're hungry, stay crazy, and stay happy, everyone. Let's enjoy it.
Thank you very much, John. Welcome. So guys, anybody else? So we can continue. So guys, before we will start the hottest part of our event today, let me explain you how we will vote today. So now every participant of our event is able to play a great role in the destiny of the startups that are pitching today. So we have 4 categories of votes, and every category's votes will be counted separately. But the ultimate winner can be just one. To vote, please make sure that you are on our event page currently, log in and under your profile and see the numbers beneath from 1 to 5 when 1 is the lowest score and 5 is the highest. Should you need any help, please refer to the support team in the chat right here in Zoom. So that's all from my side. Kate, any details from your side? And
no, I just said that as usual, startups will have 3 minutes for pitch and 3 minutes for Q&A. We recommend not to mention any fundraising out loud because we are streaming worldwide and some countries may have restrictions in this regard. So let's not waste time, and I'm happy to invite the first startup, Payment.com from United Arab Emirates, to open this pitch session today. Hi, please introduce yourself and let me know if you are ready to share the screen or the pitch deck.
Absolutely. Screen is shared, so I'm ready to go.
Yeah, go.
Time stops. Okay, so I'm starting first, hopefully setting the bar as well. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for your time today. So I'm from Payment.com. Plain and simple, it's online payment for non-e-commerce business. That's not the typical www.something.com. It's your flower shop and it's perhaps your maintenance company. Let's look at the issues that these companies are facing. 72% of SMEs in the MENA region do not qualify for online payments. However, there's about 21 million of those just here. Think about all the other countries around the world. And once they qualify, they have to pay approximately $1,000 just to get online. And roughly they pay about 2.8% per transaction. Given that they don't have volume, opportunity is a lot of them are actually willing to pay higher fees because they don't have volume. So what happens? A lot of them are still resorting to mostly cash or bank transfer. However, 83% of consumers across GCC are now willing and wanting to pay by card. Big opportunity, big problem. So this is what we're doing about it over here. So payment, it's plain and simple. It's a simple mobile app. We are giving you an online payment account. You are able to send payment links. You are able to connect it to your website. You are able to connect it through APIs, for example, to Zoho, to Xero, to your POS device. You get your own online payment account in itself in a very simple and easy way. Think about what challenger banks have done to banking, making it super easy to open a bank account. It's exactly the same for online payments. Our acceptance rate is about 92% compared to all the banks. And we have 0 meetings. So you download the app, you upload your details, you go full KYC, and then within minutes, you're up and running and you can start processing payments without needing a single website. The beautiful thing about it for small businesses, it's pay as you go model. So you're only paying per transaction, no setup fees, no upfront fees. And again, you have no minimums. So we allow businesses to go online quite fast. What have we done so far? So far we processed 20 million and we were born basically in the summer of the pandemic. We've onboarded over 2,000 businesses so far between UAE, Jordan, and soon the other countries. And once again, not a single meeting. And this graph really shows 200% growth. We're expected to close this year also on another 200% growth as well. And specifically onboarding, like I said, small businesses. Who we are. So my name is Tarek. I'm an aerospace engineer. And previously my work experience is from Rocket Internet. For some of you, a lot of you know that company as well. And at the same time, our CEO from UPenn, he's ex-BlackRock Merrill Lynch. One thing to note as well is that on our cap table, we have some amazing angels that are really helping us out. The early executives from Booking.com, for example, or Adyen, one of the largest processor in the world. So as a summary, our value proposition, what we're bringing, we're having an omni-channel online payment solution for SMEs. And that also includes cross-border, so they can accept from outside. It's obviously a large target market. It's very scalable because what we're doing is very much actually through digital methods as well. We don't need to do meetings and everything is digitized. And still we have global payment security standards. So we're a regulated business in the UAE. We also got our regulator approval in Bahrain. We're slowly going around the world and we're obviously PCI compliant. So long story short, right now, we are also raising our Series A. The next step is we're driving regional expansion. So we'd expand beyond GCC and even outside. We're about to launch crypto payments for small merchants as well and squeeze a little bit more out of the merchants by diversifying revenue stream. To date, we've raised 1.1 million. And like I said, Series A is our next target. Happy taking your questions.
Thank you very much. And we have first question from Gaio.
Thank you very much, Elena. Good presentation, straightforward, 3 minutes, rounded well, as far as I'm concerned. My question would be concerned more about your competitive landscape. Can you tell us who are your competitors and what differentiates you amongst them? Thank you. And additionally, when you answer that one, can you tell us about revenue, current revenue, how far you have generated revenue so far, and can you tell us a bit about your financial forecast as well?
Okay, so I have a few questions in here. So let's talk about competition. So for us, the competition, we look specifically not necessarily about other companies, but what are the alternatives for the merchants themselves, right? So for the people that we're working. In terms of companies that are doing exactly the same, if you will, it's mostly either banks giving the online payment options. There are a few fintechs doing exactly the same. One of the key differentiator is our rates. So because we are licensed as an aggregator, we're able to give specific MCCs lower rates. So that makes a difference. Our onboarding is fully digital, while for a lot of the competitors in our region, it still takes a few weeks to open an account. And honestly, one of the biggest things is customer service. We focus so much on really helping the small businesses because they have a transaction failing on Friday night. That's the biggest transaction that they have. Every client gets an assignment as well. Difference. And eventually the market's big enough to probably have at least 2 or 3 big players.
Thank you very much for your answer. And I didn't follow about the competitors. I mean, what's your differentiation strategy between you and your competitors?
So again, the key differentiator is the rollout, the digital rollout itself, the pricing strategy as well. It's still relatively significantly less than the rest as well. And eventually even the team that we have. So it's pricing, it's speed in which we can do the rollout as well.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
Now you had asked a question about the revenue. Right now,
yeah, of course.
About 50 to 60,000 per month in revenue.
We're speaking about US dollars, yeah?
Yes, that's all US dollars.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Next question from Narayanan.
Hi, actually, my question was also very similar to that of Gayo, but I think a follow-on from Gayo's question and your response is how do you ensure that the merchant switching costs, if they want to kind of switch from yours to some other competitor, you make it difficult for them, other than the pricing, because I believe that eventually all the other fintechs will catch up to your pricing levels. So you got to have something else to kind of make it difficult for merchants to move out of payments into something else.
Yes.
What's your strategy?
So let me tell you first a statistic. So within the 2,000 merchants that we have, our churn to other competitors has been 3% in the last 1.5 years. And mostly that is because on one hand, a lot of the ones that are moving, they're not necessarily only moving for price. I mean, if someone wants to undercut you, honestly, they're only doing it by a few percentage points. It's not doing it, you're not going from 2.7 to 1, for example, that doesn't exist in the market. So it's usually a little bit less. So with the 3% churn, what we're doing is we're creating a bit of a lockout effect. So when I'm saying, for example, diversifying revenue streams, our next step is to have the tap on phone. So the tap on phone for the POS device as well is due to be live in Q3. So I'm processing your website, you're able to send payment links, so I'm processing on your Instagram, and then you also have the POS machine from me. I'm getting this lockout effect. And by the way, if you move to another website or somewhere else, you take your account with you. We have integration APIs, and this is a big part of how we want to roll out. So for example, if you change POS, you can still take your account with you as well.
Thank you, Tarek. Time is over. Thanks for a great pitch. Let's move on. Next one is startup number 2, Road Sense from Israel. Are you ready?
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Sorry, I just couldn't unmute myself.
Okay, you can start.
Okay, so let me share my screen.
We see your screen, just share.
Can you see it? Great, thank you. No, sorry. It will work eventually. Sorry for that. Yeah. Now we're good to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you. Thank you, everybody. My name is Baruch. I'm the CEO of RoadSense. And we all know that the global trend of connectivity where vehicles will connect to the surrounding infrastructure. But in fact, while cars are heavily funded and super sophisticated, the other side of the equation is poorly neglected. And I'm talking about the infrastructure. While the challenges in the city keep growing, they are complicated than before. And while cities and global corporations are looking for new tools to enhance well-being, safety, and security in the city, and while there are privacy issues that prevent cities from installing additional cameras all over, there's a huge gap between the city needs to the actual data it has in order to operate the city better. Here at RoadSense, we've decided to tackle this challenge of providing accurate real-time data and insights from the public space without any privacy issues. We do it by converting the public space into a digital one. And this is how it's done. We monitor the public space using our sensors, converting the data into digital twin, and deliver real-time alerts, insights, and data-driven predictions. But who will use it? Well, everybody. With our solution, we can serve many departments in the city and help them to manage the city with a powerful data that fits perfectly in the city's demands. But we also developed new hardware. We have decided to take the hard way and to deploy a brand new platform that is not based on cameras or tracking smartphones. Our sensors know to monitor the public space accurately, under any weather, working wirelessly, without harming privacy at all. The benefits of our system are a game changer in the public space. It's easy to install, it's easy to operate. When the city deploys the system, it's basically saving money and can generate new revenue streams. Using our system will create safer, secure, and equal public space. We're reducing energy consumptions, Our system will help cities to reach the 2050 net zero initiative. Our pipeline is full with paid POCs, demos, and evolving projects in Israeli and multinational corporations and municipalities. It is important to mention that every project that we start with a customer brings additional projects. This is how impactful we are. Regarding competition, we couldn't find similar solution anywhere that collects data in real time from the public space and provide not just raw data, but real-time insights. So we've got this opportunity to become a world leader when it comes to aggregating data from the public space with super high accuracy. We are dealing with global opportunity, which is massive and extremely high demand. RoadSense is now raising funds to our next round to help us start our growing globally. If you're interested to join, let's take it offline, and now we're ready for your questions. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much for great speech. And we have first question from Narayana.
Thank you very much for this great pitch. One question here in terms of your revenue model. You said it's a PaaS service, and I also saw that your SOM was something like 22 billion, if I read that correctly.
Yeah, that's correct.
So given it's a PaaS model, how have you actually arrived at the SOM of 22 billion?
Basically, the total market is $1.5 trillion. Okay, our serviceable is $22 billion, according to many researches that we've read. And I think it would be challenging, of course, but it's not science fiction, because what we have developed is highly appreciated and needed by cities and corporations. So we believe that, of course, we are not trying to get all this market share. Okay, we'll have competition, I believe, in a year or two, but just taking a small portion of 5% to 10% will make us a very good. Will make this a very good opportunity.
Sure. A quick follow-on. So can I understand a bit in terms of whether you've already done the price discovery, and you mentioned that you have some paid POCs, yeah? How have you actually priced them?
We price them basically as a subscription based on the number of sensors you want to install in your city. And this is the easiest way for municipalities to pay.
Okay, next question, Naka.
Right. Can you, thank you for your presentation. Can you tell us more about your technologies?
Yes, we've developed a radar-based sensor. It's small, and it looks like a thick smartphone. It works wirelessly, which means that we don't depend on the city's infrastructure. We just need, from the city, we need only its power for the sensors. We upload everything wirelessly. And then in our cloud, we do all the analytics and provide not just raw data. Raw data is not an answer anymore, but providing insights by providing answers to the city to help it manage better the city.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Gaia?
Thank you, Lena. My question would concern more about your go-to-market strategy. I mean, what I have seen that you already have some expansion in Israel, India, and US, but I haven't understood your strategy. Are you going global, or you're focused on specific region? And can you elaborate more on your traction as well?
Yeah,
Thank
sure.
you.
Thank you. We are going global. Basically, we're heading to the US. But also we found interest in Singapore, in Taiwan, in India that want to adopt this kind of technology. Our go-to-market strategy will be with channels. We don't have the capabilities to run to every country, but we will look for local channels that speaks the local language and can understand the culture. And with that, we will we'll expand globally.
Thanks. As far as your traction so far, can you tell us a bit about that?
Sure. Our traction right now is that we have paid POCs in Israel and as I mentioned, in India and in the US. But we've also got major projects that's waiting for our delivery. We need to deliver them in order to already make revenue. And it's a very, I would say, very big numbers already. So we're basically now struggling to deliver. And this is why we are raising, because I need more workforce.
Have you raised so far, or you're a self-funded business?
So far, we've raised $1 million. Yeah.
Thank you for thoroughly answering my question.
Thank you. Last quick question from Ian. Hi.
You're muted probably, Jan.
Sorry about that. Hi, Gaio. What size of investment are you looking at? This is just following on from Gaio's questions.
Basically, we're looking for 3 million investment, while we have a commitment already for 1 million. So we're looking for additional 2.
And what sort of, you mentioned US and Singapore, but what are your top markets, you think, in your analysis?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you well. Can you repeat, please?
You mentioned US and Singapore were your were your go-to markets. But aside these, what other markets do you consider your top markets?
Basically, we look globally, which means that Africa is interesting and Australia is interesting, but we need to learn more in order to provide a smooth solution that can work on local infrastructure.
Okay, brilliant.
Let's continue on chat.
Good to see you, Ian.
Same here.
It's a pleasure being on board with you.
Thank you, Gaia.
Appreciate it.
We are proud too. Let's go on. Next one is startup number 3, Popin from South Africa, who is the winner of the local unicorn pitches in South Africa.
Good day, everybody. Can everybody see my pitch?
Yes.
Great. Thank you. So, hi, my name is Siki Majola. I'm from Johannesburg, South Africa, and I'm the founder and CEO of Popping.co.za. And we're helping small businesses in South Africa who can't find affordable pop-up spaces within markets and shopping centers. In South Africa, farmers markets play a big role in giving small businesses access to customers by providing affordable spaces. But without a central platform, finding markets with high foot traffic and customer purchase cultures is one of the major problems that they face. A small business has to have about 5 WhatsApp groups and about 20 Facebook groups in order for them to be able to reach the right spaces for their pop-up. Vice versa, market managers use traditional forms to vet businesses that are booking for their stores. They use social media groups in order to be able to market to vendors. And this process is inefficient and makes it hard for them to be able to grow their markets to a way that they are sustainable. Due to COVID-19, the appetite for markets in shopping centers has grown about 10 times. But shopping centers themselves cannot host markets due to tedious government regulations and having to do individual lease agreements for all of these businesses for just one event. So we've created a solution, which is a web-based platform that allows small businesses to be able to book. It allows market managers and shopping centers to list their markets and manage vendor bookings. It allows small businesses to find the best markets in shopping centers at affordable spaces. And through our seamless booking system, it allows them to book multiple markets while still being able to find new spaces to grow their business. So for every listed market that we provide on our platform gives us access to about 2,000 customers per market, which puts us in a great position to be able to host virtual markets that will allow us to be able to also extend the reach for small businesses outside of their weekend markets to weekday shopping on e-commerce. Our product stack is quite simple. Our journey is simple. Businesses sign up on the platform. They create they upload their business profile. They're then able to search for markets and book for bookstores or mall kiosks, which are pop-up shops. Market managers and third-party market managers sign up to list their markets. They are able to then accept or reject the vendor bookings through our automated booking system. And then also in the future, what is our virtual markets portal. In terms of our validation, we've hosted one market in October, third-party market, which had about 60 vendor bookings within 2 weeks. In South Africa alone, e-commerce is a network of net sales of about 100 top stores of $900 million US. This is just within 2020. Within also the market size, South Africa has about 1,900 shopping centers, which is the 6th highest number of shopping centers in the world. In 2019, which was estimated at 50 billion. Top industry is worth 50 billion, which within the USA and South Africa is just 6th place behind the USA in terms of the amount of shopping centers they have and availability for pop-ups. In South Africa, we have about 2.3 million small businesses and micro businesses, and through this, we estimate majority of them, or 25% of them, operate in markets across the country. We have competitors, but our direct competitors is Space Match, Pop-Up Shop, Space Block, in the UK appear here. We are also looking at One Day Only as one of our competitors. Our revenue.
It's over, unfortunately. You can click all slides so that we can see what do you want to say more.
Yes, just can I
Let's
just cover?
Okay.
Okay, so this is our business model, our traction. We've had 910 businesses signed up so far, 690 active users, 743 bookings in 8 months, 49 market managers. We have 1 third-party market and 13 markets hosted. We've also had a partnership with Redefine to host 6 markets across 6 of their shopping centers. We have had an agreement with Investec to host a weekly market. We are currently closing a deal with Boom Media to host kiosk spaces and pop-up spaces within the Pareto Group. We've negotiated a deal with Gold Rush for sponsorship of 600,000 Rand within 6 months. And we are now part of the top 45 startups in the Grindstone Excel cohort 11 and 10 acceleration program. This is our market adoption. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, just your turn to ask the founder.
Hi, I'm just curious, apart from being some sort of store discovery or market discovery platform that aggregates data, what exactly are your, what makes you different from the alternative solutions that exist?
Currently in South Africa, there's no real alternative solution that's providing space for small cap non-GLA spaces in shopping centers. Through our market offerings, we are able to provide it in parking lots as an initial offering, and then we also are able to negotiate deals within the shopping centers for those non-GLA kiosks within it. So these are walkways, pathways within the shopping center, which allow small businesses to be able to pop up there without having any friction. Currently, in terms of the base, a lot of the pop-up shops businesses are targeting stores. These stores' price points is quite high from a small business, which will ideally afford about a $300 space per day. The current competitors are charging spaces from $3,000 going up. So our access to markets or barrier of entry is quite lower for others. And through our partnerships as well with relevant shopping centers, we are providing something quite unique for small businesses.
Yeah, and just to follow on, this pop-up store, is there a duration to how long they can book a space or a store?
Yes, there's a duration. So for example, pop-ups, you find that they happen every weekend. So they usually book 1 day or 2 days within those weekends. Kiosk pop-up shops, which go for a week, they range from between $300 to also $3,000 per pop-up within that particular week in the shopping center.
Okay, Seljuk?
Yeah, I wonder, there's too much shopping mall. Maybe problem is not a payment or shopping, because numbers is huge. Do you focus on any problem? Because your focus is a less target markets. You have to find maybe another solution for them. There's huge numbers for a small company. What's their problem?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
There is too much shopping mall for the
Yes,
small
yes.
country? The main problem is not.
So we do have a problem of having too many shopping centers in South Africa, but that also presents an opportunity for us to be able to then onboard small businesses within this space. Currently and traditionally in South Africa, all of these shopping centers have been accessed by major brands. Small businesses will try to get into it, but so long as you're a small business, you can't really get access to it. There's a huge barrier of entry for them, and shopping centers haven't been open for the process of onboarding markets. They've had markets, but they don't really sustain them because of all of the government regulations that are around them being able to do that. But in terms of South Africa, yes, there are a lot of shopping centers, quite a lot, but it also presents an opportunity because we can use their already existing infrastructure, their already existing marketing budgets for us to be able to leverage that and be able to grow. So for every shopping center that we do, with every market that's happened, they're the ones who put their marketing budget behind it. They are the ones who put their manpower behind it. They are the ones who provide this infrastructure. And within that, we are then able to capitalize on that, grow our database, our customer database, our vendor database, and also be able to provide a separate offering. And we're building this on a platform. We're not just placing it as a website that will that's for kiosk spaces, but we are allowing ourselves and third-party markets to be placed in the same ecosystem, which will allow us to be quite different from what the current competitors are right now.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions, guys? Please raise your hand. So, okay, we can continue.
And let's next one, startup number 4, RideLink, the winner of the Unicorn Pitches Uganda.
Thank you. Let me share my screen, Katie. Please do confirm if you can see my screen. Katie, can you see my screen fully?
Yes.
Fantastic. Hello, everyone. My name is Daniel Mukisa. I'm the CEO and co-founder at RideLink. And RideLink at RideLink, we believe in growth with every trip that is taken. What is RideLink? So we are an online logistics platform that helps small and medium businesses access trucks to help them move cargo from point A to point B. Well, you may ask, just to put a bit of things into perspective, for all the businesses I've seen pitch today, if any of you had a product and you were to move it, these are some of the facts that you would find that if you're to move that product in the US, for every dollar you spend, about 10 cents is spent on transport. And for Europe, you can see the percentage is about 13%, and Asia about 20%. When it comes to Africa, the conversation changes. You're spending about 40 cents on transport. Now that's a really huge detriment, especially to small businesses. The resultant effect is many of them die at infancy, they don't make as much profit, and they stay small. And yet these make 90% of businesses in Africa. The solution, we decided to create a platform that connects small businesses with transporters. Now, the way transport is arranged anywhere around the world, you have the shippers, you have the truckers with the trucks, and then you have the businesses that have to move their products. But the reason as to why transport is expensive in Africa is not too far away from these 3 reasons. One, there is no information that moves between the shippers, the truckers, and the businesses. There is too many brokers in the ecosystem, and everything is just fragmented. So we created this platform that puts all of that together. Currently, we work with agriculture industry, manufacturing, health, and e-commerce. And the market size for Africa alone is about $65 billion. Our business model is quite simple. We charge a 15% commission at the end of every trip that is completed. And to date, we've moved about 86,000 trips. We've delivered over 2.6 million tons of cargo. We currently operate in 7 markets within Africa, that's 7 countries, and have worked with over 2,000 small businesses. And the great win for us is we've been able to reduce the cost of logistics and transport by about 29.8% for all the businesses that we've worked with. what makes us different, yes, currently there is a couple of players in the industry, like Lorry, Kobo, Amitrax, Sandy, but most of these are working with, focusing on MNCs, likes of Coca-Cola, Unilever. Now we decided to create a solution that works specifically for small businesses. So our platform, 5 businesses that want to move cargo on the same grid, that cannot necessarily fill a truck can, group their cargo, and it's tracked and traced on our platform, going to different drop-off points, but on the same grid. Our system can also be plugged into any CRM. You can plug it into any e-commerce site or any, any inventory system for a small business, so that you enable automated dispatch. And very importantly, we have very professionally trained drivers. We train our drivers in areas of first aid, customer care, basic vehicle maintenance, and health and safety, which is very important when you're delivering this service. Our team, has we're currently 25 people operating in the 7 markets with
Thank you
experience.
very much, but time is over, and we have already had questions from UM.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I was done with
so I have one question, and it's,
yes.
Do you own the trucks? And if you do not own the trucks, how then do you motivate and ensure that your drivers stick to your platform and not drive for Sandy and all the alternatives that you've mentioned?
Thank you very much for the great question. So just to respond to that, no, we don't own the trucks. We are, again, an aggregator. We're a platform. We connect the businesses to truck drivers. Now, to bring it into perspective, for the over 5,000 drivers that currently operate on the platform, 70% of their revenues are coming from RideLink. 30% comes from other business. So why do they want to still be on the platform? One, because they have better revenue. Most of them, if they're doing a route, say from A to B, you find that they deliver cargo on that route, but on the way back, there is empty haulage. And so they don't make an extra buck. But with our platform, now they can make money both on the way to a particular, from A to B, and even on the way back, they still make money. So this way, they are able to make extra revenue in terms of even, the quality of money they make. So this is why they stay on the platform. I think other motivational things we give them, are reduced insurance. We've partnered with some insurance firms, so we give discounts on insurance. We've also partnered with some tire suppliers and gas companies, so we're able to get them discounts on what they need to provide the service, and this is why they stay on the platform.
Thank you.
Okay, Narayana.
Hi, thank you very much. I think it's a great business because I've seen a business here in the Middle East along the similar lines doing extremely well. And actually, you did touch upon a question which I was going to ask, which was with respect to the insurance. Now, given that RideLink operates on the principles of a sharing economy, if I understand it correctly, you are actually optimizing routes of trucks. So in that context, what I wanted to understand is how does the insurance actually work? Because you would have a trucker taking loads, in the same route from 3 or 4 different businesses. So how does the insurance work? And also my follow-on question to that is, have you actually assessed the spare capacities of trucks in order to actually, confirm your hypothesis about the inefficiency in the market?
Okay, thank you very much. So to speak to the questions that you posed, one is about. I'll start with the last one of have we measured, the capacity or have to confirm our hypothesis. So yes, when businesses want to move their products, majority of the small businesses that we are working with can move only maybe 3 tons of cargo or 5 tons of cargo at a time. So we created a tool a hardware tool which we call a Rita. So it's inserted in the trucks, and it does about 5 things. One, it tells the weight of the truck before load and when it is loaded with cargo. So every time there is, say, 5 tons of maize that's added on the truck, you receive a notification on the phone that there is extra, this is the tonnage of the cargo that has been added extra. And then also, we have created most of the cargo when it's packaged, we put there some sort of sticker which has a barcode. So that barcode communicates with the reader, which then communicates with the mobile application, and you're able to know which new cargo has been added on the on the truck. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you. Let's continue on chat because we have to invite the next startup due to the time limit. Thank you very much. I see 3 more questions. Please, dear judges, let's ask founder on chat. Thank you for a great pitch. And the next one is startup number 5, Proven Med, from the United Arab Emirates.
Yes, hello. You can hear me?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can see me?
Yeah.
Actually see my slides. Okay, thank you very much. My name is Suhail. I'm the CEO of ProvenMed. My friend Omar has been suffering from urinary incontinence, the loss of urine control for a decade. This translated in an overall decrease in quality of life, psychological distress, and tract infections. Omar tested all existing solutions in the market. Other diapers, they are uncomfortable, they bring isolation, skin rash, and urinary tract infections. Condom catheters, inconvenient and very expensive, but they bring skin irritation and urinary tract infections. And indwelling catheters, invasive and extremely painful. So we at ProvenMed came up with that great innovation, ActiveGo. An external catheter made of biomedical silicone will capture urine, taking it down to an anti-bulging effect urine bag. ActiveGo is comfortable, it's infection preventive, as it is the only product on the market that integrates a washing system, and it is cost effective. So looking at the market, we're going to see that there are more than 423 million people suffering from this condition. Total available market is $31.4 billion, while serviceable obtainable market is $237 million. To capture this market, we rely on an indirect business model serving medical devices distributors who take it to nursing homes, pharmacy chains, elderly care stores, and hospitals. As said, my name is Suhail Gessoum. I hold a master in mathematics and an MBA. I was previously sales manager at Microsoft, and I'm a serial entrepreneur who exited before successfully to businesses. My partner and co-founder, Amin Stali, is the CTO. He holds a master in mechanical engineering, and he exited successfully 3 businesses before. And Professor Nidal, who holds a PhD in nuclear astrophysics, brings the science part to the business. We launched ActiveGo 2 years ago. This year we are launching Comfy, the ladies versions. Next year we're going to be launching ActiveFront, which is a disposable version. And by the end of 2023, beginning of 2024, we'll be launching ActiveGo Smart, which is a connected garment. We are present today in 12 markets, expecting to be at 18 markets by the end of this year, 70 markets by 2025. We do have 4 patents up to date, expecting to have 7 patents by the end of this year and 40 patents by 2025. We won many recognitions: Abu Dhabi Investment Office, Dubai Chamber of Commerce, MIT, Pan Arab, when we won the first prize. So 2020, we ended at $160,000. 2021, $458,000, expecting to end this year at 1.2 million, and 2025 be at 100 million with an EBITDA of 58 million, and still this is less than 0.5% of total market. We don't make adult diapers. we make adults confident. Thank you.
Thank you for this motto, dear judges.
Any questions?
So just
Yes,
wanted
if I
to
may ask.
understand. Yeah, sorry, go ahead, please.
Sorry. Yes, I also wanted to understand how exactly the person wears it and how's the procedure, how easy it is.
Okay, so let me show you this slide again. So you see the blue external catheter. It will be included in the boxer. So the male organ will go inside the catheter, and the urine will go through a tube down to the urine bag, which is a multi-bulging effect urine bag because it is compartmented. I hope it's clear now.
And for the women candidates, how would the catheter and the diaper work?
Yeah, for the women, it's a completely different system that will be launched by September of this year. It relies on pads and an external boxer, but the concept will be different.
Sure. I asked because I have seen some of our family members feeling the need for these kind of things for the purpose of incontinence. So I can correlate with the requirement, and that's where I wanted to understand what's the current stage and are we actually using it in the market? Have you launched the product?
Yeah, the ladies product is under test now. It will be launched in September 2022. But as you're mentioning a very interesting point, because every time, wherever we go, we're going to find people telling us, I have a brother, I have a cousin, I have a father who is suffering from this condition, or I have a wife, or I have a mother who is suffering from this condition. It affects everyone around the world. It's really, I would say, a hidden problem. Not everyone talks about it, but as soon as you mention it, people start talking about it around you.
Sure. And this is where now let's bring to the point on business. The male product is already launched?
Yes.
How have you priced it?
Okay, the main product, the kit, we sell it to distributors at $98. It gets to the end user at around $220, but it's a multi-usage product. So you're gonna keep it for about 6 months. This is what, in terms of total cost of usage, it's much cheaper than any existing product in the market.
Yeah, short answers would help because they will cut us soon. So you're pricing it for a customer around $250 to be used to spread over 6 months, and you're selling it through conventional channel partners or through online only?
No,
Or
we are
direct to
selling it through
consumer?
distributors. We are selling through distributors at $98. But we do sell also online, but it's a kind of marketing idea from us. So we sell online, but our distributors will deliver. We are not delivering.
Understood. And how many units have you been able to sell so far?
Oh, a lot. I would say that we have sold more than, let me tell you, about 7,000 units.
Okay. So if it's a profitable business with large margins, why do you need venture capital money for growing this business?
Because we need to integrate horizontally, so going to every market in the world, but we need also to integrate vertically by adding our new products that I explained on the milestones we would like to reach. So we are to launch ladies product. This requires a lot of marketing funds. We'll be launching the disposable product next year, and then, and this will be a revolution, the Smart Active Go, which is a product that will allow to measure the fullness of the bladder, and with an AI algorithm, send a notification to the patient telling him within 1 hour you will need to go to the toilets, or within 20 minutes you will need to go to the toilets. This is we are really proud of this.
Great. Best of luck. Looks interesting. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have to skip other questions and move forward. Thank you very much. Next one is startup number 6 Dove Space from Israel. Mark. Are you ready?
Yes. Do you hear me?
Yeah,
Do you
I
see the
hear
slide? Great. Great. Hi, thank you for having me here. We do tracking, high-speed optical tracking using light source. We started with virtual reality and augmented reality to track the head motion. But today we are systems for drone tracking, for vehicle tracking in a warehouse. Our system is low latency and we don't use a camera, which is very good for situations where privacy is an issue. We were founded in February 2017. We're based in Jerusalem. We're currently a team of 15 people with 3 founding partners full-time. We have 4 issued patents in the US. Our funding till now has been half from angel investors and half 3-time recipients from government grants, the Israeli Chief Scientist Office, Israel Innovation Authority. We were finalists in the NASA iTech competition in 2020. Our product is a sensor, which you'll see on the top here. We compress the light that we see, and we sit on top of a linear sensor, and we pass that information over. We see the light at up to 1,000 times a second, and we're a very small data stream, giving us very low bandwidth requirements. At the bottom, you'll see a sample of our IR light beacon, which is one light source that we see. Our technology works with both visible and infrared lights, but in all installations till now, the customers have preferred infrared. A little bit about the technology. The way our sensor works, any light that's coming in from alpha is spread over the linear sensor. Anything that's coming in beta goes to a single point. So we end up compressing the light source at the optical level, which gives us the speed. And as I said, we're not a camera, we only see the light. So in any privacy issues, military or even in offices, warehouses, factories, we're an ideal situation. We've had a number of high-level paid pilots already, including in the military. Let's jump over to the next one, tracking drones. If you have a fleet of drones flying, we've done testing with, if you have a light beacon on the ground, we can actually guide a drone in the last 30 or 40 meters in sunlight for deliveries. In a warehouse, we can track forklifts, any moving vehicles, and we're doing some tests with the automotive industry in the US. Augmented reality, tracking the head motion or the camera motion based on a light source for maintenance purposes. We haven't done any cases with safety, but we can have a helmet with our either a light source or a sensor, and you can track people walking into restricted areas. The drone case here is multiple drones flying in GPS denied areas. We're able to get the drones much closer together. Simulation systems for head tracking in tunnels based on lights. Follow me technology if you want to have vehicles following each other. Using our lights at the same time, we're also able to give over additional coded information, sort of like a digital Morse code. So if you're looking at a device with our sensor, the light could blink at a very high speed and give over additional messages.
Thank you, Mark.
That's it. Perfect timing. Great. Any questions?
You can show us the rest of slides.
That was basically it. This is just some competitors, and so if there's any questions, I'm happy to take it.
Super. Jan, you first.
Hello, Mark. Your technology looks exciting. Just a couple of questions. Is this a line of sight solution? And then also, what's the range? And also, what kind of investment levels are you looking at?
Okay, so yes, we are a solution that requires line of sight. We don't have any radio signals or anything else. We actually see the lights, the bright spots. In terms of the range, it's really dependent on how bright the light is. We've done stuff at 15 meters, we've done stuff at 1 meter, and we haven't tested it, but we've done, we could, using a laser, an infrared laser, you can go 100 meters. As long as you have the line of sight, we're able to track. In terms of investment, we've raised to date the combination of angel investors and the government $5 million. We're looking now to move from our very high level POCs into the market at a much more aggressive pace, starting in the US. And we're looking in a similar amount as a Series A.
Series A, okay, thank you.
Seljuk, your question, please.
Yeah, how is the pricing with the hardware or the platform as a service? Can you say about the pricing?
Sure. So the ideal situation for us is that we license the technology for a OEM to install in their equipment. For instance, let's say someone who's doing robotic surgery and they need to track the robot movements. They would license our technology somewhere in the many tens of dollars per sensor, and they would actually integrate the technology into their hardware. That's the ideal situation. As an initial starting though, because not every case would be licensing, we're selling the sensors built for about $200 a piece, and the beacons are selling for $20 a piece at this point.
Thank you.
Okay, any other questions, guys? Okay, so Kate, let's continue, please.
Thanks for
Thank
great.
you very much.
Next one is Startup House Africa from Nigeria. Hello. Can you share your pitch deck?
Hello, can you see me? Can you see my screen?
No, it's loading. Yes, I can see. We can start.
Okay. We have been a victim of land scam, in which we lost $18,000. This comes with a trauma, seeing your hard-earned money being stolen. This is not just about me and my co-founder. We realize that this happens regularly in Nigeria and other parts of Africa. 95% of properties in Nigeria do not have title, and this leads to frauds and duplicate sales. Solving this can unlock debt assets valued at 900 billion in Nigeria alone, and $9.3 trillion globally. To solve this, we are leveraging on blockchain technology and geospatial entities to build a land and property registry for the property developers to help them create trust and enable buyers and third parties to access property verification and financing effortlessly. It works by just uploading the estate layouts and also generating a URL that has the property status, and then assessing financial mortgages from the platform. We charge $250 per 100 per year. And currently, we have recorded about 120,000 properties and digitized about 165 plus communities. And we have raised 350,000 pre-seed. And also, we have signed a partnership with Nigerian mortgage refinance company to help finance home ownerships and land ownerships. Why these real estate developers are using House Africa is because it provides them a real-time property. It helps them to show the real-time property status, and they can easily allocate property to their home buyers or land buyers. And buyers can also access mortgages. And again, it's open to diaspora markets. We are backed by some notable investors such as CVVC, Future Africa, and Startup Bootcamp. Our team, it comprises of professionals in real estate background and technology. Myself, coming from MTN, my co-founder from Chevron, while our CTO comes from Paystack. Our goal in the next 5 years is to build a trusted go-to platform for property transactions in Africa. If you are so passionate about solving front issues in the real estate, in the African real estate technology, please talk to us. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a very calm voice, so I'm a bit like visited by psychotherapist, you know. I'm so calm now. So, dear judges.
Hi, Uba. I have a couple of questions. Yeah, but I just ask one. Can you talk about the technology side of it, the blockchain side, because you can pull this off with a single ledger. So speak to the blockchain aspect of what you're building.
Okay, the blockchain aspect helps the property developers to just digital title deeds, which they give it out to their buyers for future property verification. And we are using NFT to record these digital title deeds.
Okay. Walid. Please. Hello, Walid.
There is a mute. He's speaking, but he's mute.
Sorry, guys. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. My first question was about whether you conduct transactions, and you've answered that in the previous question. And the second thing, do you work with authorities? Who's your direct client? I mean, is it the municipalities or the land departments or the consumers directly, or who's your direct customer?
Okay, currently our direct client is the property developers. Initially we started with the government, which is quite slow, and getting involved in the government land registries. There are a lot of ups and downs in that. So we pivoted working with the private real estate developers, which also has a lot of properties in their. Most of them buy 100 hectares of land and divide it into parcels and or plots. So that way they are not also being able to manage it, which is they don't really have their own particular system that helps them to manage these properties, resulting to frauds and duplicate sales from their own side. So our system actually helps them to have their own processes internally.
Thank you. Jan, please go ahead.
Hi, Namdi.
Hi.
I'm just trying to figure out what's your current growth rate And then the second question is, what's your distribution model as well, especially into other countries?
Okay, our current growth, currently we are growing by 30 to 40 estates per month that we are digitizing currently. And we already have a pilot in Gambia, Rwanda, and Kenya as we speak currently.
Brilliant, thank you.
Thank you, Nandi. Great pitch. Move on, and the next one is startup number 8, Vflix from Ghana. Our winner of the Unicorn Pitch is Ghana.
Okay, can everyone hear me? I am sharing my screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Louis Manu, and together with my partner, Bright, we co-founded Vflix. Premium content accessibility and consumption in Africa and even parts of the world has progressed over the past few. Hello, sorry?
Yeah.
Hello, sorry?
Fine, everything is fine. You can.
Everything is fine? Okay. All right. Sorry about that. So premium content accessibility and consumption has progressed over the past few years, but that cannot be said about Africa. And these are the issues. Centralized access to content, high cost of internet on streaming content alone, unavailability of localized content gateway, unavailability of localized or filmmakers to be able to put their content on one centralized place, low or no monetization process for local content partners. This is where we come in as Vflix. We built an AI-powered live streaming and subscription video on-demand platform that executes our content through telco parties, over 30,000 hours of content, backed with sponsored data, internet, and we've been able to localize payments in local direct carrier billing and airtime for our customers in Africa. For the past 17 months has been phenomenal for us. We have acquired over 380,000 customers, with around 34% activity rate, which most of our customers are activating around 9 times in a month, generating over 1.7 million paid active customers on our platform since we launched, since last May. Our Q1 growth has been phenomenal for us. We've seen a 51% growth in revenue, and with this, we are set to make around $984,000 by the end of the year, which is an average or above 703% growth over last year. As the opportunity for us is really great. We have a serviceable market of around 227 million customers, where we plan to target around 109 million customers span across Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Tanzania, and South Africa, which we hope to convert 6.2 million customers within the next 6 years, within the next 3 years, of which we would achieve a 1.6 million month-on-month revenue when this is done. We have executed a massive plan to set up Adobe powered studio to be the only content-free post-production hub in Africa to generate 150 Vflix paid originals on our platform within the next 3 years, which within this month, we are set to launch our first Vflix original leaked series in June. We have backed deals with Warner Media, Warner Bros, SPI International, generating a combined 90,000 hours of content on a revenue share model only. For these content, we don't pay a penny for. We have a team mixed up of backgrounds from telecoms, technology, media tech over the past 15 years. And we have experiences span across in Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, the Netherlands, the UK, and India. Currently, we are raising funds and we'll be happy to have a chat with anyone and collaborate when possible. Thank you.
Thank you very much for great speech. We have first question from Narayanan.
Hey, Louis, thank you very much for the lovely pitch. Just a couple of questions. Can you talk a little bit about your customer acquisition cost vis-a-vis the lifetime value? And the next question is, how do the economics with the telecom operators work?
Okay, so our customer acquisition cost, basically, if we do a direct social media or digital advertising, is span across between between 20 cents and 43 cents, depending on the channel that we use. Currently in Nigeria, we're spending around 43 cents per acquisition, and the customers are able to stay on the platform. We've seen the longest since we launched within the last 17 months. We've seen up to 9 months, as I said, and it has actually, we see it to be increasing month on month because of the kind of content we keep on pushing, and also our AI-backed recommendation engine that we've actually used to span or get more people to use more on our platform. That is number one. With telcos, I have a huge telco background. What basically we've actually done between myself and my partner is we've been able to cut deals with the telcos, especially in Ghana and Nigeria. In Ghana, we have with MTN and Vodafone. In Nigeria, we have with MTN Nigeria. And basically, we run on their service as a value-added service where we've actually subsidized our pricing. So our external prices to the whole world is $5.99, but basically to the telco parties we've reduced to $1.50, which in that way telcos have also subsidized data on top of that, and that it can actually meet our target market really well. We target the mid to low tier, which is really huge. 85% of every single market we localize, and we are able to target a lot more people, a lot more customers in that. And the reason we've been able to make 1.7 million paid acquisitions since that time.
Thank you. I mean, just a quick follow-up to confirm my understanding. So did you mention that your price point is $5.99 a month?
Yes, $5.99 a month, yeah,
so,
for the whole world.
And did you also say that typically customers last for about 9 months subscription? Was my understanding correct?
So our monthly subscription is $5.99. Localized monthly subscription is $1.50. Which is we are mostly known for in most African countries where we localize. And localization means that we go through a telco. It becomes easy for customers to subscribe with airtime and also mobile money, and they're able to get free data. So these data or internet is sponsored data from them as well, and it's very easy as well. So with that, we're able to come up with this specific pricing for our customers.
Thank you.
Thank you for a great presentation. Let's move on. Next one is Startup MENA Sati from the United Arab Emirates. Pamela, are you with us?
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Just a second. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Pamela Osman, the co-founder of MENA Sati, and we are building a business centered around 3 foundations: decentralization, democratization, and affordability. Today, there's a scarcity in Arabic production, leaving millions of Arab subscribers displeased and unsatisfied, paying multiple subscriptions to get limited and centralized content controlled by the major platforms that are ignoring loads of amazing independent content. Accordingly, think about the multiple subscriptions you pay for to access movies, podcasts, ebooks, and games. And think about all the significant multimedia content that is produced by the small to medium content creators that do not find their way to the major platform due to this monopolization. To solve these problems, we created MENA Sati as an affordable one-stop full entertainment platform on which subscribers will have unlimited access for a price of $5.99, while giving the chance to independent content creators to showcase their content and turn their passion into a living. Hitting an underserved and potentially massive Arab market, our serviceable obtainable market is over $3.5 billion of revenue potential from Arab millennials. In the past 4 quarters, we have reached an average of 100% in quarterly users growth, going from 86,000 in 2021 to 165,000 unique users up to date. Our month-over-month traction shows an average increase of 25% in content growth, 30% in users, 10% in paying customers, with an average of $10,000 monthly revenue. MENA has extremely valuable proposition with cumulative revenues projected to be $160 million in the next 5 years, generated from 2 million subscribers. In the past 12 months, we have validated our market, executed our plan, built the hottest product in the business, and therefore generated a revenue of $130,000. Our main revenue stream is generated from recurring subscription, monthly subscription, as we take 50% share on each subscription, with a projected revenue of $103 million by 2027. Overviewing our competition in the Arab world shows that MENA is the only full digital entertainment platform that offers multimedia services at the lowest subscription of $5.99. Our team has proven its passion, dedication, and most importantly, the capability to execute our growth strategy, achieving each assigned milestone. We are MENA, a 4-in-1 multimedia platform. Thank you for listening, and me and my co-founder, Ralph, are happy to take your questions.
Yes,
thank you very much.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for the great speech. And the judges. Vikrant, your question, please.
I just wanted to understand how's the market responding to it. How are you pricing it? What's the traction so far?
Okay, so hello, thank you for your question. So we've been operating for like 1 month, one year and a half as an ebook platform, and we had a successful journey validating our market and just testing the willingness of our Arabic market to buy or to consume ebooks at first, then podcasts, then now when we are rebranding to 4-in-1, just to see how they are reacting to it. So we've been operating as a direct sale before. Now we just launched our subscription model, and we are projecting 1.7 million subscribers in 3 years' time. And we are pricing our unlimited access plan at $5.99. That gives them unlimited access to 4 mediums, which is videos, movie series, documentaries, podcasts, and audiobooks, ebooks of all categories, and mobile games that we are developing in-house as well. Now, the issue is that we are offering a lot of exclusive and original content, since we are reaching out to all the talented content creators on social media and internet, and convincing them to join our society. This will help us grow our e-library at a fast rate with the most exclusive content that is not consumed and not available on any other platform.
So do you know how many consumers have started to buy your subscription package? That number, do you want to share?
Yes, so as a direct sale, we already sold 18,000 units as books, as ebooks. And we have 165,000 monthly active users, from which there's 25% recurring paying customers.
Yeah, our subscription plan is recently launched, and our 4-in-1 platform will be launched in a month and a half time.
Yeah, so the current website at ebooks and podcasts, the new, very well designed that we've been working on website will be launched in 1 month. So we've been working on the flawless navigation and a very good wireframes, so we can offer the best and the hottest interface in the region. And the issue is that when you want to design a 4-in-1 platform, when we wanted to do this, there was no similar website on the internet, so we can get influence from. So we really designed everything from scratch.
Do you have any plans to offer a similar product in other markets also?
Actually, it's our proposition is the Arabic content, but we already have a lot of languages in the ebook section, but we are really focusing on this proposition because everyone in our region, because of this lag and scarcity in Arabic production, everyone started as positioning himself as Arabic streamer. Then because of this scarcity in Arabic production, they were obliged to go and get Western and international and Turkish content so they can enrich their library in a fast way. But what we are doing with this reaching out to all these small to medium content creators will help us get 100,000 of really amazing independent content, and we will really position ourselves at the biggest hub of multimedia independent content in the region. This will also help us to open a lot of revenue channels for our content creators when we will start to deal with the B2B sector.
We have something, we have invested in all the spaces that you have said, but for the Indian market. That's why I was asking, do you plan to have a larger geographical coverage at some point in time? But happy to chat it off.
Yes.
Yes, there was one investor that we pitched to like 1 month ago.
Why don't you answer other investors also? I don't want to take up others' time.
Okay, thank you. Sorry for that. Happy to take any questions.
If the Ali.
Yeah, thanks for the presentation. It was very useful. Just like to understand the supply side in terms of how do you go about curating your content providers in terms of getting access to that, and what is your unit economics like once you match that with your demand, because you have a fixed subscription package which you kind of charge your consumers to, and then on the supply there are those content providers whom you work with closely. So I'm just trying to understand how the demand and supply equation works out here. And also, if you can tell me, once you've got that in place, how do you differentiate yourself in the market?
Okay, so I will start from the second questions, just to position ourselves as a 4-in-1, the only 4-in-1 digital platform. This is the biggest differentiator. So you will not find any other platform that will be offering videos, podcasts, audiobooks, ebooks, and games on the same platform. So this is, I think, the biggest differentiator. But the issue is that we are the lowest subscription plan. Even with these 4 mediums, we are the lowest subscription plan. So this is one. And also we have the 75 to 80% of our library as exclusive and fresh content that is not consumed and not available on any other platform, since we are reaching out to all the independent content. That is very much ignored from the major platforms in this region, at least. Now, what we are doing is that we are offering a self-publishing platform to all these independent and small to medium content creators, where they can open an account, like just register, open an account, and they will generate a username and password where they can get access to their dashboard, their personal dashboard, upload their content, and just monitor their data and manage it, put their prices and see what benefit they did, and just ask for a payment release. We have 4 revenue channels for these content creators. We have the AVOD, the advertisement generated income. We have the subscription, where we give them 50% on as shared revenue. We have also the direct sale, which will be always set on the ebooks and the podcast at least. And we have also all the revenue, all the other revenue channels coming from the exclusive, non-exclusive contents, where we will distribute their content on other platforms as a hub for the region.
Yes, so the other 50% that we generate from the subscriptions will be divided into all these 4 verticals, depending on a pro rata formula and depending on the minutes streamed, on the pages read, and on the hours or heard.
Yes, we have a simple pro rata formula, yet it's very complex because we have a cost per impression, and they do not have all the same impression, and it's very detailed in deep. So we have, as Pamela said, we have the minute stream, the minute listened to, and the page read, and there's a validate impression. So not all page read are validate impressions. And we have this AI tool.
Thank you very much. Let's continue in chat.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Less time left. And the last but not least startup for today, UCAAZ, correct me with the pronunciation. I'm not sure how should I pronounce it. And before you start, I want to remind all our judges to vote for all participants. Please check, maybe you missed one or two startups, and you know that you can change the mark till the end of the event as many times as you want before we close the voting. And we will close it after this one last pitch. So be careful. And Mr. Sayed, yes? Are you ready to close the pitch session? Check, maybe you are
Okay,
muted.
so I hope everybody can see the slides, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Okay, perfect,
Mhm.
good. So my name is Sayed Salman Shah, and I'm co-founder and CPO of Okaz. Okaz is basically a startup that has a purpose to democratize the smart grocery retail stores. We started from Pakistan. And as far as the TAM of Pakistan is concerned, we are talking about $102 billion market in grocery retails only, out of which $6 billion, represents for e-commerce revenue. And by 2030, it will be the 7th largest market in the world, and the largest market untapped by the investment. So the reason that we wanted to democratize the stores, small stores, family stores, is because they were unable to offer the price, quality, and range of products. They were doing good, but since superstores came into the picture and then large mega trade came into the picture, they were able to get a good deals. They were able to offer the price and the good quality and range of products. On other side, we have some startups operating through dark store model, but less margin restricts making ultra fast delivery viable. Dark store model have, for instance, only one revenue stream. However, retail plus online have multiple revenue streams like sales margin, online sales, branding, rental income, and data insights. By data insights, I mean, we are piloting data with the help of AI, machine vision. A return of the product is also a hassle. A trust factor is also a hassle, especially in the Pakistan market. When you check for the retailer online, we are talking about 3 times more customers as far as retention is concerned. So in one rep, Okaz is like retail plus e-commerce plus fast delivery. That's what Okaz is. That's what Okaz is. As far as our model is concerned, we operate through our franchise partner. Which means that we are talking about giving an entire infrastructure, advertisement, marketing, supply chain, whole 9 yards. So a consumer obviously do the online ordering, or can walk into the storefronts like a traditional storefront, and we maintain the supply chain for the store. And that is because of the help of AI that we have baked into the core of supply chain system. Because of that, we were able to cut the warehouse cost. Why would a franchise partner come to us? Because it's low cost, fast startup, smooth supplies, higher sales, more customer. Why consumer comes to us? Because we offer low price, multiple payment method, 7 days return, free home delivery, loyalty program, e-commerce website. We have built the complete infrastructure, virtual infrastructure that we are talking about. We started from 2020, April 2021, we did the beta launching. Right now, we are trading with 300 plus brands, executed around 3.7 million orders, 250,000 customers already registered in database, and 30% average monthly growth. We are talking about $500,000 revenue that where we are sitting right now a month, $500,000. This is some projection. This is our projection for the 3rd year. We are talking about roughly $795 million. That's where we take the investments. By the way, we have already raised 1 ticket for $5 million recently. If you combine both our dark store model and retail, e-commerce plus retail, there is no one in the market. We are the only one. So there is no competitor as far as our complete model is concerned. This is some press coverage. We were covered by pretty much all the major outlets, including Reuters and AFP and whole 9 yards. Thank you.
I'm so sorry for interrupting. Yeah, but time is over. Yeah,
Okay, we remind you that it was last speech for today, and your questions, please, Walid.
Hi, great pitch. I just want to ask about the GMV and what is the month-to-month growth over the last, I don't know, a couple of months.
I couldn't understand your question.
Okay, the gross merchandise value, how much you have been selling, and how is the gross month to month on that revenue?
Okay, as far as the gross margin is concerned, we are roughly talking about 12 to 13%. We are getting higher margins because of no warehouse structure. We have deployed just on demand system in one of the toughest market in the world. We are talking about Pakistan here. We are deploying just on demand system is a nightmare scenario, but we were able to do so because of like our AI algorithm that we had baked into the supply chain system.
How much was the revenue for the last months?
$500,000.
Not talking about margin. How much you have sold or you've
$500,000 revenue that we have made last month.
$500,000 and 13% gross month to month.
Yes.
Okay, and for how long you've been selling?
So we did our beta launch in April 2021. So from 2021 we started. We have around 67 stores in one of the largest city, Pakistan. We have around 67 stores over there. We already entered in 2 cities. I'm sitting right now in capital where we are expanding.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Ali.
Yeah, hi. Thanks for the pitch. Like to understand, see, you're talking about multiple business streams. There is the retail, there's e-commerce, and then you spoke about delivery as well. What kind of challenges do you see, going forward in terms of, just the pure execution of these models, considering that they are all, high touch? How do you plan to use technology to kind of, leverage, and in terms of fundraising, what are your future plans in addition to what you've already projected?
Right. So as far as challenges are concerned, yes, we are still facing some of the challenge that is, in the new markets where we are entering. So for instance, in capital now I'm entering, would have to make this whole nexus with the distribution and the company because we are again talking about just on demand system. So, because it's new in the market, the per se, the model, it doesn't exist. It didn't exist. We are kind of creating a eureka moment. So our other challenge is that, because we, after taking franchise fee and deposit from the franchise partner, some of the inventory we inject into the store, right? And then we maintain the cash flow, whole 9 yards. So, injecting our inventory into a store, that is again a cost thing. We started raising, and last month we booked our 1 ticket for $5 million, but we are looking for 20 million more.
Thank you. And
welcome.
I think we can invite our Anna.
I'm always here, not always here, but I'm always here.
Welcome back.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, startups, for great pitches. Thank you, judges, for voting. I can see the backup, so I know who voted and how. But please finish your voting because in less than a minute, voting will be closed. I remind you that we have 4 categories of voting. Expert board, our esteemed judges, business angels, vote as a separate category also, then our guests vote as a separate category, and of course, official judges. You vote for yourself, but then your votes will be amounted and it also will be a separate category. The winner of today's Unicorn Battle will be the winner who got the most out of each category. We add up a sum, not we, but our computer. Our wonderful IT guys have created a special algorithm, and it is essential that you vote for all the startups for our algorithm to work correctly. Okay, 20 more seconds to go, and then you will hear the music. The end of music means the end of voting. So please finish your voting. I know you remember all the startups. You had seen them all. You have heard them all. You know their contacts. startups. If you haven't shared your contacts in chat, please do so you can be contacted later by our judges and guests, and I will talk to our official judges after that. Okay, that is it. Please close the votes. Let's hear the music and we will talk in a second. There should be music. I really cannot sing. Well, I can, but you won't like it, really. Okay. Support, please tell me if the votes are closed. We can go without the music. I can see that all judges have voted. Are the votes closed? Yes, the votes are closed. Okay, so we can go on and see how did our guests vote. You can go to the event page and see for yourself or just track the screen. Okay, that's interesting. Who got the most out of each category is on the first place and has the biggest number, mathematically biggest number. Okay, let's see how did business angels vote today. And business angels voted like this. That is interesting. Okay, and how did our expert board vote? Please let us know. Okay, please show us on the screen. You lost the screen sharing. Please tell us how did, yes. Okay. Can you stop screen sharing? I'll screen share. Okay. I can do this. I can see it. Okay. That's, hold on a second. I'll make it a little bit less so you will see all startups. Okay. That's our expert board voting. And before we go to our official judges voting, I would like to talk to you, dear official judges, and you hopefully will talk to me. Let's start with Walid. How did you like our selection of startups and who are your favorites and why?
Okay, actually, very high quality startups. I mean, it was really hard, you know, to distinguish between the level of quality of startups that we're having today. I think some of the startups, they are trying to solve a major issue, such as, for example, RoadSense, in terms of, you know, despite all the issues with the food security and stuff like that, there is a major problem in Africa where the crops get spoiled on the field because of lack of logistic infrastructure and aggregation, which is it's a good thing. Right, I'm talking about Riot, so sorry. Proven also seems to solve a serious problem for a specific niche, and I think those are the two which reflected based on my industry. I mean, everybody is good, but we're much into logistic and mobility. These are the ones which we understand that they can solve a big problem. And best of luck for everybody. I believe everybody here today is a winner to reach this level. And let's wait and see how the result will come.
Thank you, Walid, for your opinion. It's very valuable. Yes, I totally agree with you. Everybody is a winner because you were selected after enormous number of startups, and some of you had already passed the competition at Unicorn Pitches. So you are pitching to a great guys, and the whole world is watching you. It's a big deal, really. And what does Ghana think about it, Ian? Can you share with us your thoughts and feedbacks maybe to startups? Maybe you noticed something that could help them to succeed?
Right, so the quality is really good. We've got companies that are all generating revenues, which is good to see. Some are really doing well in terms of their growth and market penetration, not just country specific, but also into their different regions. It's been very difficult to score them because of their quality. They're so really, really good. And what I can say is, yes, you're absolutely winners. And despite someone needing to win here, I think that most of you are going to go a long way to achieving your goals. And so good luck, and I've been impressed so far.
Thank you, Anne, so much. Tell us, what do you think from Israeli point of view? Did you also struggle to point out the favorites?
Well, first of all, yes, I think there is a very nice diversity that you have shown here. Well done to you for selecting the startups. And I think they all really presented well. It was clear speech. The presentation were well prepared, as well as the presenters. I liked it. They should know it was a very rough competition. I mean, we judges were fighting behind the scene. They didn't get to see it, probably also on the live stream, but it was not an easy decision to take. I think it's obvious that there is relevancy according to the region. I mean, each country, each region with a specific found the relevancy, which is kind of the local. My big question is, as you said, all startups here are winners. Well, that's nice to say. The question is, what will they do with this opportunity given to them? As we all hear about recession, hard times are coming. So I think it will be wise for them to do something about their exposure here. This cannot go away, and the time to do it now. Of course, for me personally, to score the startups, the Israeli startups first was very difficult to do, but I managed. And I think, well, usually that's the case. But that said, everyone really presented well, and I wish everyone great success and take an opportunity. Unicorn Battle is not for everyone, and the fact you're here says something about you. Use it. Thank you.
Thank you, Tal. Well, no one is mentioning any favorites except Walid. I don't like this. Narayan, help me out. Who are your favorites? Who, like, name couple of the startups. The votes are closed. You cannot influence anyone.
I have not one or two favorites, but I have only 10 favorites. I think I must, to be fair, I mean, I just want to say this, right? So first of all, we're living in a world where inflation is striking all of us pretty hard. And the US economy is pretty much driving the rest of the economies. Public markets are tanking. And clearly, from an investment standpoint, I do see a bit more of allocation towards the early stage ventures, because they have this ability to kind of pivot, because they're not necessarily subject to the ups and downs of the public markets. So in a nutshell, I'd say that I'd favor all the 10 of them to begin with. My second point is, I mean, it's an incredible job that they do, because it's incredibly difficult to get across the pitch in 3 minutes time, because you got to cover your idea, you got to cover your traction, your unit economics, your financials, your market competition, all of that. How do you actually condense into the 3 minute pitch? And I think all of them without exception did pretty well. The only thing I'd say is that obviously the voting today and the aggregation and the scoring and the winner, whilst the winner, definitely I would commend and congratulate the winner, it really doesn't mean much, because ultimately we're all entrepreneurs, and in the entrepreneurial journey, it's the ability of every single founder to keep working towards that goal on a day-to-day basis, as opposed to simply just fundraising. Fundraising is just a small element, right? But
Yep.
How do you build traction? How do you attract customers? How do you convert? How do you build? How do you collect? Blah, 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 right? So all of that is actually what is going to make an entrepreneur either successful or not. So I just, close out saying that, first of all, whoever the winner is, hearty congratulations to the founders. But the ones that have not made it, I'm sure that everybody appreciates that this is just scratching the surface. And as judges, to be honest, in 3 minutes, there's only so much that we can understand. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Narayan. No names again, but very good talk. Thank you very much. Uwe, what about you? Any names to be named?
Oh no, I would do myself a disservice to mention any favorites. I really liked this crop of founders that spoke to us today. Very diverse, very relevant in their regions. I also like that each of these companies can scale to regions that are beyond theirs. So that was very interesting to see. I would say that I'd love to see more conviction in while some of them were pitching, right? Because in the end, you're selling something to us, and if I cannot grab it, if I can't see it up front, it's difficult for me to connect. But generally, this was really good, and much respect to everybody that is building and really executing right now. Thumbs up.
Thank you, Wem, so much. Seljuk, summarize to us all. Just give us a couple hints.
Yeah, also I want to maybe say some of the startups that I like.
Yeah, please do.
All of them is really good. The presentation is really good. My main focus is the IP-related startups. Also, I know some of the competitors. They don't say that we have competitors, but Sixstaff and Science, one of my two favorites. The other one is the payment and right leak, because I know the competitors, they compete very well because of the investors of my friends. Also, another issue is the media OTT markets. YFix and the Mesatre is one of the favorite ones, but they are very tough because of the recession and as we know, there's a huge problem in a few years because of the war and the other issues. So they have to burn. The capex and opex will be very tough, but they can find easily money in their markets because there's a huge monies. I know the loss of the investors from that markets, but I like Sixstaff and Trosans because they don't have a problem with the crisis or recession of the world because they have an opportunity, because they have IP related. And all the startups is really great. They have to maybe think about their exit because I didn't see any exit strategy. Most of the companies has an exit strategy like Okjas, also the other ones has an opportunity because I know some of my friends looking for investments. They have to look more investment companies or maybe competitors because they have to expand their market. So very good competition. Thank you.
Thank you, Seljuk, so much. And I guess we are ready to see how did official judges voted as a group. Okay, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Can you show us, please? And official judges as a group made this decision. Very interesting. And the ultimate winner of the Unicorn Battle for Middle East and African startups is Redilink and Proven Met. We have 2 winners. Oh, wow. How interesting. What a great competition. Come on, startups. It's your moment of glory. Speak up.
Yeah, two winners because the event covers two regions, Middle East and Africa. So now we have one winner from Uganda and one from the United Arab Emirates.
Wonderful. Very wise of the judges to vote this way. Startups, you're welcome to give your feedback. Read the link. Come on. Yes, unmute yourself. I like you, Val.
I'm surprised, honestly. Wow. I'm very, very humbled, and you know, on behalf of the team, very excited and happy. I mean, I honestly didn't expect it. So thank you so very much, very much. Wow.
Get ready
amazing.
for the Unicorn Cup Finals, only 2 weeks. You can keep in mind what you have heard from judges. You can do something with your presentation for it to look flawless, and we will see you in 2 weeks pitching to the whole world. It will be twice for the Asian hemisphere and for the Western hemisphere, so get ready. Proven Med, were you expecting to be winner?
Well, I can't say I was expecting to be winner. That's not very, very humble. But I'm very happy. I would like to thank all judges. Thank you to the organizers for organizing this. It was very, very well done. Thank you to my peer startups who really presented very well. That's one of the reasons I didn't have any expectations. I mean, all pitches were great, absolutely great. So at the end, okay, we're going to pitch for the finals. So thank you very much for giving us that opportunity.
Thank you for participating. And only one event left. Next Thursday, we're going to have Unicorn Battle North America for the United States and Canadian startups. So log in to watch who will be the last winner, who will go to the Unicorn Cup Finals. And it's 16th of June that I encourage you to visit our Unicorn events, because we will know who will be the winner among all finalists of the Unicorn Battles. Thank you so much for this wonderful event. Thank you, startups. Thank you, judges.
Anna, can we have a group photo? Can we have a group photo?
Yes,
before you go?
sure we can. Yes, go ahead.
Yalla, let's do it.
Yes.
Just close the screen.
Yes, please open.
At least someone
your
knows
cameras.
Arabic here, no?
Yeah.
I speak Arabic.
Who speaks Arabic? Hello, wassalam.
Proven Med, Suhail.
Amazing. I have mine. I hope someone else did his. Okay, super.
Thank you so much. See you all. Take care. Have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Take care.